Hey, we are going to move on to Chapter 9, Section 2. This section is about arithmetic sequences, which is a specific type of sequence. It's one with a common difference. Essentially, this just means that the pattern in the sequence is either addition or subtraction. Each term in the sequence is equally distant from the next term. So, for example, we can have 2, 5, 8, 11. If you are unsure how you go from one term to the next, so it looks like if this is supposed to be addition, I'm adding something to 2 that would give me 5, so I can reverse that and do 5 minus 2, and we're hoping that the common difference is 3. So 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 3 is 11, so that's the common difference here. We're adding 3 each time. That's the recursive formula in this case. And then vice versa kind of works even if you're going down. So another one, if the sequence starts with 100 and the next term is 98, you can do 98 minus 100 and see that we think the pattern is subtracting by 2, that the difference is negative 2. So we can start with 100, subtract 2, that gives us 98. Do it again, 96, do it again, 94. So again, this is an arithmetic sequence where the common difference is subtracting 2. So moving on to an example. Example 1, consider this arithmetic sequence 4, 7, 10, 13. So the recursive formula is how we would go from one term to the next, and we are adding 3 here. So then the fifth term, if we were to keep this going, if we wanted the next term, that would be the fourth term plus 3, which is 13 plus 3, which is 16. So 16 would be the next term in this arithmetic sequence. Now, this is taking it up a notch. It is nice to be able to find an explicit formula for these sequences. And there is a general way that you can make an explicit formula for an arithmetic sequence. That formula is a sub n equals a sub 1 plus d times the quantity n minus 1. So a sub 1 is your first term in the sequence. D is the common difference between the terms in the sequence. And n is the desired term that you want. So in this case, the 100th term in example 1, if it's the 100th term, we're desiring the 100th term, then we are looking for a sub 100, which would be the first term of 4, plus the common difference of 3, times the quantity n, which we said was 100, minus 1. So this is a formula that you can hopefully memorize. It is a little bit odd looking, but when you think it through, hopefully it makes sense. To go from, in this case, the first term to the second term, I only have to add 3 one time, not twice for the second term. If I needed to go from the first term to the third term, I would only need to add 3 twice, not 3 times. If I wanted to go from the first term to the fourth term, I would just add 3 times, not 4 times. So if I want to go from the first term to the 100th term, I don't need to add 3 100 times. I only need to add 3 99 times. So this is 4 plus 3 times 99. So the 100th term in this sequence is 4 plus 3 times 99, which is 301. So that's one nice thing here, because I don't have to go through and find every single term between 1 and 100. We can use that formula to find it a lot more quickly. And then I want to do one more example with us for this video. So in example 2, find the 25th term of the arithmetic sequence. And so this one's a little bit weird because we're missing the first 2 terms. The third term is 16, and the fourth term is 21. So the key here is it specifically tells me that we're looking at an arithmetic sequence, which means there is a common difference between the terms. If you need to figure it out, 21 minus 16. The common difference should be 5. So we add 5 to 16 to get 21, which means the difference here should be plus 5 each time too. So in this case, what number would I have to add 5 to get 16? Well, if I take 5 away from 16, that number should be 11. And if I take 5 from 11, that's 6. So this is really how this sequence is starting. And then we're going to have that formula a sub n equals a sub 1 plus the common difference times the quantity n minus 1. So we want the 25th term in this sequence. So the 25th term would be the first term of 6 plus the common difference of 5. 25 minus 1 times, because to go from the first term to the 25th, I only need to add 5 24 times. So 6 plus 5 times 25 minus 1. The 25th term here is 126. And that's it for this video. We'll do one more video over this section in our next one.